Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to SLAC. I'm Irsa Weatherspoon, the chair, and Rob Witherwax is our vice. He's not with us as of yet, but welcome. I just wanted to ask, we have a caller whose number is 9178, ending in 44. Can you tell us who you are?
My name is Bryce Sabuhan, and I'm the owner of Milia Mini Bar Corporation.
Okay, forgive me. Can you just say your first name again, please?
My first name is Bryce, B-R-I-C-E.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay. Okay, I just want to give a moment or two for a few other of our members to join us.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hi, is this community board meeting?
Yes, it is. Are you calling
Oh,
with
hi.
the number ending 94?
Yes, that's me. I'm Catherine Weatherup from Warday LLC.
Oh, hello, Catherine. How are you? Welcome.
Fine, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, we're just going to begin. We're just
Okay.
waiting to meet our quorum, which we should shortly. So for now, I'm just going to just take account of who is present with us.
Okay.
Friends and lovers.
Hi.
Hello, hi,
Hello.
Diana Mora. How are you? And we know that Catherine's here from Weatherup. And Neptune Diner. Okay. Essence Bar and Grill.
Yes, we're present. Thank you.
And who's speaking?
I'm sorry, I'm Kevin Spikes. I'm here on behalf of Maryland Silver in Brooklyn, 2020.
Okay, thank you. And
Thank
we know Bryce is here from Lear's, KP All Occasions Hall.
Yes, Sam Clark from the Matterhorn.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so we do have quorum. I'm just going to take attendance, please, with our committee members. Kimani Allison,
Present.
Wayne Bailey, Gail Branch Muhammad,
Here.
Janet Collins,
Present.
Diane Duke,
Yes, sir.
Fred Frazier, Tamika Gibbs,
Present.
Oliver Hart, Alicia Nocenso,
Present.
Theo Ortiz Joyner,
Present.
Robert Puka, Celine Rosado,
Present.
Ryan Saunders,
Present.
Meredith Staten, Mark Thurton, Ethel Tyus,
Here. Present.
Gib Vaconi, Yrsa Weatherspoon present, Gib Vaconi,
Here.
thank you. Rob, have you arrived? With a wax. Okay. All right, again, welcome everyone. Okay, so first up will be Friends and Lovers at 641 Classen Avenue, seeking a full license, jukebox, DJ, live music, karaoke, patron dancing, third-party promoters, security personnel, backyard. And I'm going to read the application in full.
What's the cross street?
Cross Street. What's your cross street, Miss Mora?
Dean and Pacific.
Wonderful. Thank you. That sounded like Gail.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Miss Mora, can you hear us?
Hi, good evening. This is Rosa Ruiz for the licensee.
Yes.
She's
great.
actually been open and operating for the last 7, close to 8 years. with
Yes,
no
I actually
adverse
have.
history.
I actually have the application. So I'm just going to read it for everyone to hear it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Sure.
So this is not a new license. This license is up for renewal.
Yes, we know that. I'm
she's-
gonna wait.
she-
Hold. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, wait, let me
Okay.
fix
So
my earpiece.
I'm gonna read the application. I'm gonna read the application, and any questions, we will ask. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
She's a
Okay.
big part of the community. She was one of the first founders of the community, and she's part of it. This is her home.
Okay.
So
Wait, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
barely.
Oh,
Yes,
barely.
yes, I can.
Can you hear
No,
me
I
better now?
can now. I can now.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to go over the application, and if we have any questions, we will ask. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Excellent.
Madam Chair, did we get any information on this?
You should have received. You
I
should
don't
have
see
received
it
the
in my Dropbox.
information, but there might have been. I saw last minute from the board office that it was too large for them to send. I'm not sure what happened, but I received it within the Dropbox, so you should have had it in the Dropbox.
I
But
don't.
that's where I'm pulling out the information. So,
I
so I'm
don't
going to
have
read
it.
it.
I do not have it.
Okay, so I'm going to have to read it for you then. So the applicant is Diana Mora, and corporation name is Friends and Lovers, doing business as the same. The address is 641 Classen Avenue between Dean and Pacific. They've been in operation for 8 years, and this is a renewal. It's bar, tavern, live music venue, and the liquor license will be the full bar, full liquor license, including the wine, beer, and cider. The indoor service, 7 tables, 16 seats at those tables, 1 bar, 12 seats. The maximum capacity is 155, and the hours of service is Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m., Monday and Tuesday, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., excuse me, to 2 a.m. Wednesday, Wednesday also is 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 4 p.m., closing at 2 a.m. Thursday and Friday is 4 p.m., closing at 4 a.m. And Saturday is from 10 p.m., closing at 4 a.m.
But
The
that's not actually correct on Saturdays. The original application was 4 p.m. until 4 a.m. on Saturdays.
Okay, so it should be, you're saying it should be what on Saturdays?
4 p.m. till 4
Okay,
a.m.
so
Saturdays.
10, so
And
typo.
Friday.
Okay,
Yeah. And
okay,
Friday too.
so Friday and Saturday is the same. Okay, so that is
Yeah.
4 p.m. to 4 a.m. Okay, noted. Thank you. All right, and yeah, soundproof. What is the soundproof proofing that you have?
It's been as existing since the original place was built. So soundproofing was officially installed 8 years ago.
Okay, but
So,
you're not, are you sure as to what it is? Do you know?
Diana?
I don't really know what that question is. We put $65,000 of soundproofing and showed the engineer report to the community
It
board
was-
when it first applied.
It was 8 years ago.
Okay,
So when she originally rented a space, she took into consideration her neighbors and she installed the proper soundproofing.
okay.
I can go in more detail, but I'm not sure that, I don't want to be talking over anyone's head.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna move on from now. If anyone has any more questions about it, they will ask. And the lady that is here with you, can you give me your name, please?
It's Rosa Ruiz.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so we're gonna move on. So in terms of your outdoor service, it wasn't noted here, but was this area included in your last application?
The outdoor area has always been included from day one on the application. It's a very small backyard space. Originally, she thought she would put a table out there with some chairs, and she does have a table out there with some chairs, but it's mostly used for people who want to have a cigarette so that they're not on the sidewalk.
Okay, so you're saying that you have an outdoor space,
Yes,
but you're
the
not
backyard.
serving alcohol. But you're not serving alcohol.
No, they will take their alcoholic drinks back there with them. But is there an
Okay.
alcohol bar or anything? No.
Okay, as I said before, it's not checked off. If it was yes or no, if this area was in your application. So that's why I'm asking. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It has always been checked off. She has an outdoor space that is licensed, that is included with her license.
Okay. I just want to tell you, I appreciate that you're here, but whatever question, you don't have to give us all that information because we're going to ask you what we want to know. So just let me read out the application and we can move from there.
She really wants to be, part of the community and everything.
No, I hear you, but I'm just saying that you're really talking more than you need to. I'm just going to read it out, and any questions, then you guys are welcome to ask, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. So what I do need to know in that outdoor space, what are your operational hours?
She agreed to 2:00 in the morning.
Across the board, every day?
Yes, every day.
Okay, and are the opening hours the same?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. Great, all right. All right, so moving on. All right, so any kind of, are you using any kind of noise absorbing materials in your outdoor space?
Yeah, that was all included with the original application.
Okay. But do you know what it
Everything-
is? Because now the outdoor space is different than the indoor. I mean, are there other things like, you
Yeah,
know,
no,
put chairs
everything
or
was done,
floors or any, you know, not
everything
floors,
was
but
done, everything was done
Rosa.
correctly with the,
Yeah.
at the beginning of the process. We honestly, it's been so many years, we honestly do not remember what the names are, but everything was sufficiently soundproof when she first got her license.
great. Okay, and your service, you have your service employees at a number range of 4 to 6, security personnel from 2 to 4 people, and number of residences in the building where you are 2, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't have any operational changes since the last application, and at this moment
No.
not planning? Okay,
No.
great. All right, do we have any questions and comments from our community members? This application?
I have a question, Madam Chair.
Yes, Ms. Fior.
Ms. Rez stated that the backyard space will be closed at 2 a.m. across the board. So on Thursdays, Friday, and Saturday, there is no outdoor smoking past 2 a.m. In the backyard.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or concerns?
Yes, I have a question. I did find the file, by the way.
Great.
I was looking at the posting. We posted the notices, and I was just curious as to why the article, New York Daily News is there alongside each one of the postings. Is there a reason for that?
Jump in, yes. We wanted to make sure that we had proof that it was posted with the allotted amount of time per the email that you sent us. You said you wanted proof of a timestamp. That was the timestamp proof.
Oh, on the newspaper?
Yeah, I mean, it was put up before that, but we forgot to take the picture, and that was the only paper we had.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Any more questions? Okay, do we have a motion for this
Yes,
application?
I
please?
have another question.
Yes,
This is Janet.
yes.
At 4 p.m., have you been operating till 4 a.m. on those days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
I'm gonna jump in. I mean, we're barely fully reopened, so we're not open to 4 a.m. right now, but I'm not changing what our method of operating operation is right now. We're looking to try to get back to normal again. It's just been a pretty long slog.
So your last approval then was for 4 a.m. on those days?
Yes.
Changed anything?
Yes.
Thank you.
So she was originally approved 4 a.m. across the board, 7 days a week.
Thank you. Do we have any
I
more
have a
questions?
question. I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Saunders.
Mr. Witherwax, I remember they came before the board of 2 years ago. The outdoor space, was it confirmed for 2 o'clock in the back? I remember it was a little discrepancy back then.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
looking, Mr. Saunders. I don't see in our records any notion of a 4 o'clock. When they first came to us in 2013, their application initially asked for 4 o'clock. We approved them for 7 days at 2 a.m. And the 2 renewals I have, which is 2015 and 2017, it was renewed at 2 a.m., no changes.
Okay.
I don't have the 2019 records.
So the 2 o'clock is only for the backyard. It's not for the indoor space. So the records that you're looking at is for the backyard for 2 o'clock in the morning. But the indoor has
No,
always been 4
No,
a.m.
the records I'm looking at were for the establishment. that when we approved them in 2013, we approved them for 2 a.m. across the board, unless that changed at the full board
No,
meeting, but this
It
committee
has
approved it
always,
at 2 a.m.
Wait,
it has always been till 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 days a week.
You know, you're rather defensive tonight, and I don't think it's really called for.
No, I'm not.
wait,
I agree, Robert.
Rosa, let me be very clear. Sorry, I forgot everyone's names. It's been a tough couple of years.
That's okay. Go ahead, Maura.
So I'm going to be very clear. We originally, and we still operate till 2 o'clock on the weeknights, with Thursday being a flex time to 4. That's how we operate the business. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 4 a.m. But the realities are different to the license in the sense that we tend to close earlier or just call it depending on when the crowd dies out.
Right. I see 4 a.m. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, but not, this was nothing to do with inside or outside. This was period for the establishment.
Yes, that's.
And your lease at that time stated that your backyard must close by 11. And so again, those were the terms under which we approved you in 2013.
Right. I mean,
So
but
what-
we agreed to open the backyard later, and the landlord's okay with it as well, to mitigate the issues on the sidewalk, because we had, one of the meetings was someone complaining how much traffic I had in the front of the sidewalk, and I said, well, I'm pushing people to the back to hang out and smoke so that they're not going to the front. So I mean, I'm just
Which
trying
is the right choice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. I just want to make sure that everything agrees.
Right.
And to Mr. Saunders' question, regrettably, I don't have the 2019 minutes at hand.
Okay.
I have a
Mr.
question.
Vacconi?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. I have a question regarding, have we received any, or has the 77th precinct received any complaints for noise from the establishment since the last renewal?
We have not received any 911 reports or complaints.
Well, that can't be true.
911.
We don't have noise complaints, but we have had people who've been very aggressive with our security if we don't let them in for vax. And so we have had to call the police to help us.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not concerned about that for the purposes of your application. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we did have a 911 call, so that was us calling it.
Mr. Witherwest, what you read off about the time, what year was that?
The initial application, Ms. Collins, was 2013.
Okay, so if they were operating outside of those hours, is that considered a violation?
Well, I don't think they're operating outside of those hours, but
They're not.
that would be up to the SLA to call, not us.
They're not.
I
It's
have
a
a
really good
question.
operator.
I have a question. Is the back area?
Sorry, who's speaking? I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Who's speaking? Hello?
Sorry, it was Celine. I'm sorry
Hi,
if I
Celine.
interrupted. I just wanted to ask, is the backyard enclosed or is it fully outdoors?
It's a very small outdoor space. It's maybe 5 by 10.
I have the dimensions for the backyard, but what do you mean? Is it enclosed? I'm sorry. I just want to be.
No,
clear.
it's not enclosed.
The top is exposed. And it's just high walls. We've painted murals back there. If that helps create a picture for you.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to know some places enclose their backyards to kind of winterize them and be able to use them even in the colder months. I was just asking if
The
fully
backyard
outdoors.
the backyard is very small, and it's really used so that people can go smoke their cigarette in the backyard, and that's it.
Miss Maura,
Yes.
you have been the owner of this establishment for the past 8 years?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so you know your business and all these other questions that we're answering. You know the answers to those questions, right?
Yes.
So feel free to speak. Feel free to speak. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
I'm just spent and exhausted, so just whatever you need.
Okay. Do we have any
have
other
a-
questions for this
Yes,
application?
Tamika Gibbs have a question. I'm sorry. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, Ms. Ms. Witherspoon, for asking the owner and proprietor of this business to answer all possible questions. Two, in reference to the outdoor front and rear, is there amplified sound in the outdoor front or rear?
We do not have amplified sound in the outdoor front or rear. So
Thank
no.
you so much. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Any more questions, comments for this application? Okay, if there are none, I'd ask for a motion for this application. Do we have any motions?
Madam Chair, this is Ethel Tias, if I may. I think you're hitting a wall of silence. I did not get a Dropbox link to the application materials for the items on tonight's agenda. And I was wondering if the host of the office could post that link now. I am not having the information I need to offer a motion to the committee for a vote. I'm sorry.
We'll
Okay,
forward the
thank you.
Dropbox link to the membership momentarily.
Thank you.
And I'll make a motion to support the renewal.
Seconded.
Is that
Thank
Mr.
you.
Khan?
Yes,
that-
Gail.
okay. Thank you.
I'd like to maybe add an amendment to that. that the
Yes, Ms.
applica-
Collins?
Yes, that the application reflects the outdoor hours of operation, along with the change in time for, is it Sunday? You said, Saturday, she said it's from 4.
Instead of 10
Instead of
10 a.m.,
10?
it's 4 p.m. Mhm.
It's 4, so that should be corrected, and also the information of outdoor operation.
The motion maker and the person that
Fine,
seconded.
I'm fine with both of those. Can we just be explicit? So it's
Yeah,
what are the proprietor's outdoor space hours?
is that Ms. Mara? She should be answering that.
I really don't even know what you guys are really trying to ask me right now. Outdoor
Ms.
space.
Moore, we just want to put it on the record,
Okay,
how
good.
you use your outdoor space. What are the outside
Okay.
hours for your outdoor
The
space? When does it
outdoor
open?
hours-
When does it close?
Okay,
On
got
every
it.
day.
Yeah, so our space are the same as it's always been.
Ms.
That
Ruiz,
doesn't answer the
Ms.
question.
Ruiz, can Ms. Mara answer the question?
Right.
Thank you.
So I also just want to make sure it syncs up with the liquor's license, which I don't have in front of me. So right now, yeah, so I don't know because we close it really. I mean, we haven't been open long enough to actually push it to
So
super.
the original outdoor space that was approved, by the board and by the liquor authority, and it's always about flexibility because you never know what's really going to happen or what's going on. But it has always been from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Granted, it may close earlier, but it's never going to go past 2 a.m. and it may open later. But
Right.
it's about.
That's
Thank you.
fine.
I
That's a
just
great
wanted
answer.
confirmation. I didn't want to give one that was conflicting with the liquor license that we applied for.
Well, anything we do would be subject to that. So we'll make that part of the amendment, the motion too. So subject to confirmation,
Okay.
my motion is that we approve your renewal and we'll put in the record that your outdoor space hours are from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. subject to confirmation by next week's meeting by you, that is the case, and that your Sunday hours now changed to 4 p.m. instead of 10 a.m.
Saturday.
Saturday. Thank you, Ms. Collins.
I would
So-
double check that.
So I just want to make a note that it would be this week because the board meeting is this week, Thursday.
Thank you,
So
Ms.
it's not
Witherspoon.
this week. It'll be the 9th. So that needs to be squared away as per this motion
Okay.
by if you can get it into by Wednesday, that would be great, that we would have that.
Mr. Spoon, I could do it tomorrow. I'll be at the venue and I have all the documents there in the morning.
Excellent. Okay, Mr. Whitterwax, can you do a roll call? Not a roll call. Can you do the vote, please?
Certainly. Just Gail, you're fine with that that change?
Yes, no problem.
Great, thank you. All right. Motion is made to support the renewal of Friends and Lovers with the aforementioned conditions. Kiermany Allison.
Yes, to support.
Thank you. Wayne Bailey. Gail Branch Mohammed.
Yes.
Thank you. Janet Collins.
No.
Thank you. Diane Duke. James Ellis is excused. Fred Frazier. Tamika Gibbs.
Yes.
Thank you. Oliver Hart is excused. Alicia Nocenzo.
Yes.
Thank you. Fior Ortiz Joyner.
Yes.
Thank you. Robert Puca. Celine Rosado.
Yes.
Thank you. Brian Saunders.
Yes.
Thank you. Meredith Staten. Mark Thurton.
Yes.
Thank you. Ethel Tyus.
Yes, because no complaints from the police, even with the late hours.
Thank you. Gib Viconi.
Yes.
Thank you. Irsa Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Thank you. Robert Witherwax, yes. Deborah Young.
She's excused.
Oh, she's excused. Thank you.
Yep.
The motion passes 12 in favor, 1 opposed.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mora.
Thank you so much.
With-
Have a good
Thank
night,
you.
everybody.
Okay, next up, Weatherup and Company.
Hold on, Mr. Myers, I see you and thank you. I'll count you as a yes. Sorry, you didn't make the roster this time, but I'll add you.
Okay, Ms. Weatherup.
Hello.
Hello. So you're doing business, your corporation's name is Ward 8 LLC, doing business as Weatherup and Company, located 589 Vanderbilt Avenue. What's your cross streets, please?
Bergen and Dean.
Thank you. And your establishment is a bar and restaurant, and you are seeking to renew your full liquor license. You have 3 tables, 12 seats tables, 1 bar, 11 seats. Your total cap of the capacity is 74, and your hours of operation is 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Sunday, off on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, from 5 p.m. to midnight, Thursday, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., Friday, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., Saturday, 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. And you have tile ceilings that provide additional soundproofing. All windows and doors are closed by 10 p.m. Music is played at a reasonable volume, and this is your noise attenuation measure, excuse me. For your outdoor area, this wasn't included in your previous application, but it is part of the open restaurant program, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a garden. The size of the area is 37 by 15, whereby you have 8 tables, 18 seats.
Yes.
Okay, there's no bar or bar seating. Also, you have 18 capacity in that space, and your operating hours are 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday, off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And you have an additional area as well?
We have the DOT, the part of the Open Streets program in the front, yes.
Okay, so that's basically, it's a freestanding covered structure, a sidewalk cafe, 20 by 10 is the area.
Yes.
Okay, so thereby you have 6 tables, 24 seatings, no bar area. The maximum capacity is 24, and your hours here are from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and Saturday is 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and in terms of your noise attenuation measures, you have covered structure, surrendered, surrendered, surrendered or surrounded? I'm sorry, I have it misspelled, but it's surrounded by
Thank
planters
you.
and located near a tree. No music is played outside. Amplified sound is on the first floor where you have 2 speakers, and you have no live entertainment. You have 7 service employees, and you have cameras. 4. Numbers of residences in the buildings adjacent to the premises, left, right, and center, or left, right, and rear, excuse me, is 2 left, 3 right, 2 rear, and the number of residences in the building where you're located are 3. In terms of operational changes, you mentioned the additional seating that's permitted by DOT. So, do we have any questions, members, on this application? Any comments, any
Would have a
questions?
question. Madam Chair, this is Ethel Tias again. I'm still waiting
Yes.
for the Dropbox link. I'm sorry.
Rob, were you able to drop?
Yeah, I sent it to the group and CC'd Ms. Tyus in case she's not a member of the group. So it has been sent.
Gracias.
Okay, any comments or questions on this application?
Were there any 311 complaints to this establishment in the past year?
No, Ms. Gibbs.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry to not announce myself.
Voice, but thank you. All right, any more questions or comments, anyone? Okay, if there are none, I'm asking for a motion for this application.
This is
Motion.
Gib.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, this is Gib. I wanted to move that the committee recommend renewal of the application of the license.
And I second.
Tamika Gibbs, I second that motion.
Actually heard Mr. Saunders' voice first.
No problem. I
Okay.
succeed to Mr. Saunders.
Great, thank you. Rob, can you do the voting, please? Thank you.
Germany Allison. Thank you. Gail Branch Muhammad.
Yes.
Thank you. Janet Collins.
Yes.
Thank you. Tamika Gibbs.
Yes.
Thank you. Roger Myers.
Yes.
Thank you. Alicia Nasenzo.
Yes.
Thank you. Fior Ortiz Joyner.
Yes.
Thank you. Celine Rosado. Come back. Brian Saunders.
Yes.
Thank you. Mark Thurton.
Yes.
Thank you. Ethel Tias.
Yes.
Thank you. Gib Vaconi.
Yes.
Thank you. Irsa Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Thank you. Robert Witherwax, yes. And Ms. Rosado, Celine Rosado?
Yes. Yes.
Great. And I do see that Diane Duke is here. Ms. Duke?
Yes.
Thank you. So I don't think I missed anybody else. Great. Awesome. Motion passes. 15 in favor.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Retherup, and good luck on your business, your continued business.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your evening. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You do the same. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, next up is Neptune Diner here. Okay, so we're going to move on to our new applications. Next up is Essence Bar. Are the proprietors online, please?
Good evening. My name is Kevin Spikes. I'm appearing on behalf of Essence Bar and Grill. Marilyn Silver is ill and could not appear. I'm acting as expediter on her behalf, if the board would allow me to.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Spikes. I want to just say first up that the application is written on the wrong form. From what I understand, this is your operations are different. There's new management, new owners. Is that what's going on?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so you do have the wrong application completed. This application that we have before us is a renewal. So that has to be corrected. But I just want to go through what we have because the information is really the same, except for if this was a renewal, then you would have the areas to distinguish what your hours were and what they currently are. So that's the one thing that's missing, but it just should be on its proper form. So we really need you to present a new form for us by Wednesday, but we're going to go through this information right now. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. So Marilyn Silver is the principal.
Yes, she is.
Okay. So the corporation's name is Brooklyn 2020 Inc., doing business as Essence Bar and Grill. Now, I also want to ask you, I noticed in a couple of sort of the title of the document that was sent to the district office had Silver Essence. Are you changing the name to that? Or is that's just for the purposes of whoever sent it to?
Yeah, I think that was Miss Madam Chairperson.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry.
That was for the purposes of, I think, for a notation. It's not,
okay.
There's no changing the name.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, and
So, Madam Chair, this is Ms. Collins. I'm sorry to interrupt. Am I understanding correctly that none of us have the paperwork? There's been the wrong application has been filed?
Right, as I just said,
Yeah.
the application is written on the renewal form instead of the new licenses form.
So how can we vote on that if we don't have anything?
Well, the information is essentially the same. I just want to make sure that they put it on the proper form. It's asking the same information.
Okay, my question is, are we expected to vote on this, to accept it? We have no paperwork.
Well, you know what? You can come to that determination at the end. The choice is yours. But the information is the same. We're just going to make sure that it is written on the proper form and that we receive it immediately.
I guess what I'm questioning is, should we be moving forward with this application?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should, because you can decide at the end how you want to vote for this. Okay, so I'm going to move on. The address is at 1662 Atlantic Avenue. Can you let us know what your cross streets are, please?
It's Troy Avenue.
Troy the corner of Troy
and Atlantic, yes.
Okay, and it's listed as, okay, so it's a restaurant and bar, that we know that, but it's also listed in terms of license requested. You have everything checked off here. So are we to understand it's a full liquor license that includes wine, beer, and cider?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that we want to just have one checked off. So when you redo this application, just check off liquor, wine, beer, and cider, and not all the rest. Okay.
Yes.
So please make a note. So for indoor service, 10 tables, and it says 2 seats. So I'm just a little confused what that is when it says 2 seats to 10 tables.
Two seats apiece. So at those 10 tables are 2 chairs, basically.
So it's 20. So it's 20 seats.
It's 20 in total. Yes.
Okay. So again, that needs to you need to make that correction. So one bar and 15 seats, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we have here a maximum of 50, and your operational hours are Sunday from 3 p.m. To 2 a.m. from Monday. I'm sorry?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yes.
Okay,
2 a.m.
and we
usually between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, no later than 2.
Okay, I'm just going by what we see here in the application.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday, we have from 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. and then Saturday from 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. Okay, so we have also outdoor service. was this application on your last, was this outdoor service on your last application? It is noted as yes. It's a backyard. The space is 25 by 25. So again, here we have 4 tables. So you're attesting to the fact that it's 3 seats to each table here.
That's correct. It's 12 seats in
So
total.
it should be 12. Okay. Thank you. All right. So in terms of your staff and security, we have 7 employees, 1 security personnel, and your other security measures, you have cameras. Number of residences in the building where you're located are 3. Okay, so the next question that was left blank was describe any operational changes implemented since the last application. Right?
Yes,
So,
sorry.
and also describe the changes planned to be implemented before the next application. So this is a renewal. So we have, so that's all the information. So what's new about this space is that we have new owners. Is that correct?
That's correct. The space
Okay.
has not been changed in any manner. If you'd like me to expound on that, if not, then I'll wait for the
Sure.
question.
If you no, go ahead if you have something to
Yeah.
say.
Yes, I just want to say that the space has not been changed in any way. In fact, that the Marilyn Silver has been employed by Essence Bar and Grill for 20 years. She was assistant manager, she was hostess, and she was also a cook. So the intention is to keep the business the same, except to try to capitalize on food sales and dining.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments for this application?
When when this Tamika Gibbs, when will
Yes.
will the proprietor be able to submit the correct information by Wednesday, like you said, Ms. Witherspoon, before the next general meeting? The corrected forms? Would that be a
Mr.
problem?
Spikes? Mr.
Oh, no,
Spikes?
that's not a problem at all. That's fine. Yes, you will
Okay.
have the minute.
And I just want to add, we don't have any outdoor hours. So what are they?
I'm sorry, the outdoor hours are the same as the hours of operation. As they're stated in for the establishment.
Okay. All right. Any more questions or comments?
Mark Thurton.
Yes, Mr. Thurton.
What was the hours for the original for the outdoors? What was the original hours? Do we have that?
Mr.
Yeah, would you like?
Whitterwax, do you have that?
Sorry.
Sorry, I do not have it.
So do you know, Mr. Spikes, as the representative, what the original hours were?
Yes, the original hours were as stated. They have not been changed.
Do you actually know what they are?
Well, if you want me to expound, I do, because I've actually known the proprietors for 20 years. I've been going to the establishment for that period of time. So I do know that the hours they are the same as they were previously.
You do realize you're not answering my question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to know, do you know what the hours are?
I do.
Hello?
I do.
Okay, so what
Yes,
are they?
I do.
So what are they?
The
So
hours
tell me what they are.
for
For the
Sundays,
outdoor space.
3 to 2. For the outdoor space, 12 to 2.
Yes.
That's Monday. Tuesday is 12 to 2. Wednesday is 12 to 2. Thursday is 12 to 1. Friday is 12 to 2.
Okay.
And Saturday is 3 to 2.
And tell me what Sunday is again?
Sunday is 3 to 2.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Do we have any other questions or comments for this application?
Madam Chair, this is Fio Ortiz Joyner. I have a question.
Sure, please.
And regarding the outdoor space, I know exactly where this location is, and in a corner. Is the outdoor space being that it's, I believe you said, some of the hours are 2 a.m.
Yes.
The noise level, I'm sure you don't have any music back there, but as far as like, the number of people back there at that late of a time, have you had any noise complaints? And, this might have been asked. I think Ms. Gibbs may have asked this, Madam Chair. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Ms. Gibbs is asking for the last application, I believe. Ms. Gibbs, correct? I do believe it was the last application.
It was the
So,
last
right,
application that she asked that question. No one has asked it about.
right. So we don't have any known complaints at this time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Madam Chair, Mark Thurton.
Yes, Mr. Thurton.
I apologize about my background noise, but is the establishment open now?
It is, yes.
Okay. Are they planning on changing the menu any?
There may be an additional food added because they're seeking to basically increase the dining in the food sales. But yes, they not much of a change though. They tend to keep it as close to the way it is now as possible.
All the best with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions or
Chair,
comments?
Ryan Saunders.
Yes, Mrs. Saunders.
Well, I mean, I like to say that Essex has been around for a long time, plenty of years. I guess the change of management is something new. I just hope you keep the same thing going as it has been in the past, and actually bring it up to current, and make it a place that a lot of people in the community would love to come to. Also, congratulate, keep it in the family, and with the staff moving into an ownership position, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
This is
Okay.
Gail Muhammad, and I'm in agreement. Wish them a lot of luck. They've been there for a long time, and they also have quite a few law enforcement people that frequent the Essence.
Thank you, Ms. Muhammad. Any more comments and questions? Okay, if there are none, may someone give us a motion for this application?
Tamika Gibbs, I'll make a motion to support this application, pending the corrected information be submitted.
Yes, and when we mean corrected, it also has to start on the proper form, Mr. Spikes.
Understood.
Okay, excellent. Do we have a second?
I second, Mrs. Ethel Tyus.
Second from Ms. Tyus. Mr. Witherwax, can you do the voting, please?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Kilmany Allison.
Yes.
Thank you. Gail Branch Mohammed.
Yes.
Thank you. Janet Collins.
Abstain.
Thank you. Diane Duke. Thank you. Tamika Gibbs.
Yes.
Thank you. Roger Myers.
Yes.
Thank you. Alicia Nasenzo.
Yes.
Thank you. Fior Ortiz Joyner.
Yes.
Thank you. Celine Rosado.
Yes.
Thank you. Brian Saunders.
Yes.
Thank you. Mark Thurton.
Yes.
Thank you. Ethel Tyus.
Yes.
Thank you. Gib Vaconi.
Yes.
Thank you. Irsa Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Thank you. Robert Witherwax. Yes. The motion passes 14 in favor, 1 abstention.
Thank you all. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Spikes.
Thank you.
Okay, so next up is Lear's Mini Bar Corp. And
Yes.
hi, Bryce.
Yes, I'm here.
Can you just pronounce your last name for us?
Sabuhan.
Okay, thank you. All right, so you're located at 752 Nostrand Avenue. What are your cross streets?
Correct. My crossroad is I'm between Park Place and Sterling.
Okay, thank you. All right, so this is a restaurant and bar. You're seeking full liquor license. Do you
Right.
have tables in your establishment?
Yes, I do have tables inside.
Okay, because you don't have it, you don't have tables or the seats to
Oh,
those tables listed in the application.
by the way, okay, so it's on the pictures that's on the application. I got 8, you have 8 tables in here. Table of 2, 8
So you have 8 tables
of
and
2
each
seats
table
each.
sits 2? Okay, so you're
Yes,
saying you have
correct.
16 chairs?
Correct.
Okay, and you have a bar? Are there any seats to that bar?
No.
Okay, all right. And what's your maximum capacity?
Currently, it's a tiny, well, it's the tiniest space, and 20 maximum.
Okay, and your hours of operation they're Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Friday and Saturday you have 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. But you do mean a.m. like right after midnight,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
Okay, so
Correct.
Friday and Saturday is 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m.
Correct.
Okay, great. Um, do you have any soundproofing in your space?
We have just a small a speaker and to play music. We don't. Basically, we are working with the system guys, and it's not going to be loud music.
Okay, so what we're asking is, do you have
Right.
anything that absorbs sound?
Yes, but I don't know. I
And
don't know
what
the
is
system.
that?
I cannot come up with the name right now.
Okay,
Uh,
but
uh,
okay. Okay, so do you have any outdoor space?
no, at least I know.
Okay, so you just that you filled out the hours, you duplicated it. So I wanted to make sure that you had it underneath the outdoor space. So I wanted to find out if you
Oh,
indeed had outdoor space, but you don't. It's just the
no,
indoor
we don't.
dining, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all
Because
right.
it's a
So,
new space, and then we are feeling that maybe in the future, if we can apply for the outside space, and we can have a few tables outside, but right at this time we don't.
okay. Okay, so here when you have your amplified sound, you said the location of this amplified sound is it in your skylight? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, correct. Yes, correct, right.
Okay, how many you have 3 speakers and the
3,
wattage
correct.
is okay. Okay, I see it. All right, and no live entertainment. You have 3 service employees, and you're not willing to participate in the CB8's local hiring program, and there's no security personnel. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. My question about this application is that we don't have your signature and it's not dated.
Oh, really?
Okay, so you
Okay.
definitely will have to, you already know that you have to make changes to this
Yes.
application in terms of your tables and seats. And
Okay.
if you don't have any seats at your bar, you need to put 0. Don't leave it blank.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
Thank you.
you need to put your capacity for your patrons on there. That's you've left that blank too. You can't leave those
Oh,
things
okay.
blank. So you just look at it carefully and just put
Yeah.
those areas you need to fill them out,
All right.
and definitely sign and date it. So I just wanted to just make sure to let you know. I'm not sure if you're aware, but because there are 2 other establishments that serve alcohol, you are less than 500 feet away from them. So, what we need to know this evening is what makes your place so different and special that we would recommend to include it within that envelope. Tell us about your
Well,
place and why it's so special.
I have another restaurant on Flatbush that I've been running, and then I learned a little bit how to run a bar. And my place right now, we are making just like Mexican food. It's different than the one that next door, and but we are serving authentic Mexican cocktails. That's what we want to do. Margarita made with what we've learned, made with the really authentic Mexican tequilas. That's what we just want to focus on the cocktails, Mexican cocktails. That's what we just want to do.
Good night. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Anything else? You have special cocktails? Anything else? And what you say? You mentioned something about oxtail.
No, we just want to work to make serve on the area authentic
Okay.
Mexican
Talk
cocktails.
to me
Yeah.
later.
Okay. I'm sorry for that interruption. Whoever's not speaking, can you please silence yourself? Hello.
Turn it off. Okay.
Okay. Anything else that you wanted to add, Bryce?
No, that's why I'm opening this spot on that area. Yeah.
Okay.
They do not have those kind of cocktails in the area. That's why we just want to serve the community.
Okay. I thank you for that. All right. Team members, do you have any questions or comments for this application?
Yes, I do.
Yes, Ms. Collins?
Yes, I was looking at part of the application. It shows that it's less than 500 feet from two churches. Is 500 feet the required distance?
Well, that is applied to churches that are freestanding. These are all storefront churches, so it's not applicable.
Grace and Trust Gospel Temple is not a storefront. It's
Well,
an
it's not a
established. It's an
it's not a
established building.
freestanding. Okay, it's not
Yes,
a
it is.
freestanding.
Oh,
Well,
what does that mean by freestanding then?
for instance, a good example would be on Dean and Nostrand Avenue, that corner church. I can't recall the name.
So what is freestanding? Because this is a building that's right next to the dialysis center, and it's a full building. It's not a storefront. It's a whole building between the dialysis center and some brownstone.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Yes.
Tires, I think you were referring to Bedford Central.
Yes, Bedford Central, yes.
I think the rules refer to storefront churches of the type that have residential units above the ground floor storefront. So that is a area of contention, and the authority doesn't particularly apply the 500 foot rule to those religious gathering facilities.
I think
So then Grace and Trust Gospel Temple does not have any residents above it.
There's also some confusion here between the 200-foot rule and the 500-foot rule. The 500-foot rule purely looks at other licenses, full liquor licenses within a 500-foot radius. The 200-foot rule looks for schools and churches. And if you are within 200 feet of a school or church that is in a building entirely dedicated to that purpose, then you
Thank you, Mr. Witherwax. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I have another question also.
Sure.
Were there any postings for this meeting at all?
Yes, it was. I saw them myself.
Where? Because I didn't see them.
They were on the building beside and actually on their property.
The one I saw today on their property was the one from notifying residents of the November 1st meeting. And it wasn't the sheet that lets the residents know how to access this meeting. I was just over there today at 2 o'clock, and that's all I saw. There was nothing posted on any other buildings or postings at all. So there was an old posting there, but no other.
I remember seeing a posting there. I was there today also. I didn't get right close to the actual document. So
well, I did, and I read it, and it was for notifying the community about the November 1st meeting, not this meeting. And as I said before, there was no information on there on how to access this meeting. And there were no other postings at all. at the other stores going down or on poles or nothing.
Okay, so I can't verify it any better than that. I know that you said you saw it. So when did you put those postings, Bryce? When were they put up?
Those posting, I asked them, that was on the beginning of last month. I asked the guy that I have there to post it. I can't come
Okay.
up with the date exactly, but that was because I'm also between Flatbush and back to Nordstrom. So yeah, I cannot say exactly again.
Okay, so your last conversation with your employee was when to post that?
That was back to I was middle of last month, yeah, November.
Okay, so you don't have anything more current than what our community member has seen.
Well,
You're verifying that.
No, not really, no, not I think of because I've been there for the quiet days. I'm also working on another place, and then pretty soon I will be coming back again to apply for a new liquor license also. And I'm always everywhere right now.
Okay, so there has to be proper posting.
Right, yeah. That's what it
So,
was. Yeah, I asked them to put it last month, and then which I believe that they follow my instructions.
right, but you needed one for this month.
Oh, okay.
You need one for this month. So, do we have any comments and questions or concerns about this? And thank you, Ms. Collins, for really focusing on that where I didn't. Do we have any concerns about this in terms of moving forward?
Madam
Team
Chair, Cecil
members.
Tias again.
Yes.
Would the applicant be able to do postings to announce the review of this application at the full board meeting?
Okay, so I'm not really sure. I'm gonna ask Robert with regard to this, because now we have less than, being that it's in the same week now, we have less time in terms of a proper posting. So
Can I?
what
Can I?
do we do?
I think this is a problem personally.
Yeah.
If the applicant didn't give right posting of this meeting, then how are the people who want to discuss the applicant going to know where to show up and when?
Can I say something?
Right.
I have no choice. I would support tabling this item till next month.
Well, can I say something about it?
Are you speaking to us, Bryce? Absolutely.
Yes, because this meeting was supposed to be beginning of last month, and then we did post that because it was on November 1st, and then at one point I heard that it just got postponed, and I was last month. No, that was a few days ago. I just got on the call and I wasn't aware of that it was up to today. Then it was just kind of like on November 1st, then it got postponed. Then I heard that it was 2 weeks ago, which was not correct. And now that I just heard that it was today. So then I joined the call today.
Okay, let me give you a little information. So
Right.
when you say it's postponed,
Right.
the only way that and the word that we use is table, which means postpone. The only way that would have happened is if
Right.
you weren't prepared with your paperwork present at the last meeting. So I just really want to be clear to you and for people that are hearing in the audience that a postponement is generated because your paperwork was not in. Okay.
Okay.
So
Sorry about
yes,
it.
we
Yeah.
did have it. That's okay, but I just really wanted to be clear. So
Right.
you were on the calendar for last month, but there was a no-show and you had no paperwork.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Right. So that's why it got tabled to this month here. But your paperwork has to be updated, and when we say paperwork, it's that posting.
Oh, okay. But the poster that they put last month was taken to the door, or I believe today.
Right, but now that's stale. We can't use it.
Okay.
That was based on November. So you need something, and that's why I said Ms. Collins, who spoke up about this, because she walked closer to that posting than I did, said that it was November, and you verified that. You confirmed that yourself. So you need
Yes.
to have something that's updated for the month that we're going to be voting in. So your neighbors have to have proper notice.
All right.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion that we table this until next month.
I second.
Okay, Rob, can you do the voting, please?
Motion to table. Chairman Allison,
Yes.
Gail Branch Mohammed,
Yes.
Janet Collins.
Yes.
Sorry, thank you. Diane Duke. Mika Gibbs.
Yes.
Thank you. Roger Myers.
Diane Duke said yes, please.
Thank you, Ms. Duke. Roger Myers.
Also yes for the last one, because I messed up on the thing, so that's why I didn't get through.
All right, we're all set. Mr. Myers. Thank you. Alicia Nasenzo.
Yes.
Thank you. Fiora Ortiz Joyner.
Yes.
Thank you. Celine Rosado.
Yes, sorry about that.
Thank you. Brian Saunders.
Yes.
Thank you. Mark Thurton.
Yes.
Thank you. Ethel Tias.
Yes.
Thank you. Gib Vaconi.
Yes.
Thank you. Irsa Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Thank you. Robert Witherwax. Yes. The motion passes 15 in favor.
Okay, Bryce,
Yes.
are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here, man.
Okay, yes. I just want you to be sure to fill out the application and do not leave blank spaces where they're applicable to you, okay?
Okay.
So please get that in as soon as possible so we can have you here for next month.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.
Please remember to
Post
post.
properly.
You have to remember to post properly.
And post properly, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
thank you.
And may I just add that the posting that I saw was not the page that alerts people about the webinar website to go to. That was just some information. So he has to post the correct information.
Okay.
You know,
Thank you,
alerting the
Ms. Collins.
community
Thank
how
you, Ms.
to
Collins.
access the meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Collins.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
And have a good evening. We'll see you next
You too.
month.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Last application is KP All Occasions. Is the representative
Please
here this evening?
Yes,
Please
please.
repeat that, Madam Chair,
Sure.
because I'm
it's
hearing
K-
other people.
Yes.
Diane, can you please mute yourself?
Again, please, Ms. Witherspoon.
Sure. It's KP All Occasions.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have this application, team? Did you receive this application? Hello?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I'm asking the team members if they received this application.
I don't see the application. I see an
No.
email that was sent, like a version of an email that was sent this evening.
Okay,
There's
yes.
nothing in Dropbox.
Okay, so there isn't anything in Dropbox. This was sent from the district office. That's why I'm asking if it was received by the team members.
No, I didn't receive it.
No extra information. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to have to read this application for you guys. So is the representative here?
Yes, Sam Clark here, Witherspoon.
Hi, Mr. Clark.
All right.
And who are you to the applicants and this establishment?
I'm representing KP All Occasions on behalf of the Matterhorn Group.
Matterhorn
Group.
Group. Okay,
Right.
thank you. Okay, so we have the principals are Graham and Paula Emanuel. Corporation name is KP All Occasions LLC, located at 744 Nostrand Avenue, Do you know the cross streets, please?
Yes, the cross streets are Park Place and Sterling Place.
Great, thank you. And this application does not have any tables or seats at tables.
Correct.
So do you have tables?
No, we don't.
Okay, so I saw pictures because
Yes.
pictures were presented. So the few tables that we see are what are those?
Actually, this is a catering event space. So
Okay,
we bring
we lost you.
doing. So we don't have any sitting tables, extra. It's just a event space and for catering. That's basically what it is. So it will
Okay.
vary from event to event. Maybe a bar mitzvah, maybe a church, something.
Mhm.
Just small events.
Okay, so what license are you seeking?
Pardon?
What license are you seeking? Because it hasn't been checked off.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
The license that's being requested for this application, is it
Yes,
beer insider? Is it wine beer
yes,
insider?
it was if you look oh sorry, on your form I sent on the other form on the initial 30-day notice is a full license. I stand corrected on that. Sorry about that. It's a full license.
Okay, so you're looking for the full because you don't have that listed.
Correct. On your community board, I saw that. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I just want to get back to the tables and seats. So I understand it's a catering hall. Do
Mhm.
you provide tables and seats according to what the event is? You
Yes,
provide
correct.
that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you have one bar
Yes,
and
please.
again, no seats at the bar.
No seats at the bar.
Okay. And your maximum capacity is 50?
Correct.
And all right. And your operational hours are okay, 10 a.m. to 1
To one.
a.m.
Correct. And
every
that
day,
being
7 days a
yeah,
week.
yeah, that's basically due to you might have some person call in and say in the day in the week I want to have a little event or whatever, flexibility for the business for the event space. That's all.
Okay. Do you have any outdoor area space?
No, we're not operating outdoor areas. No, just inside.
Okay. Do you have an outdoor space?
We have a backyard. Yes, we do.
So there's no activity that goes there with regard to alcohol?
Correct. None.
All right. In terms of your service employees,
We will-
you have two, and you said that
cor-
it varies according to the event.
again, yes, based upon who the size of the event, we will vary from that. But our minimum will be 2.
Okay. Are you willing to participate in CB8's local hiring program? You have yes here.
Yes, we do.
Okay. And your security personnel are two
Yes, please.
people.
Mhm.
Okay. So you and your other security measures, you have listed strict monitor of alcoholic consumption.
Consumption in addition with that, because we make sure that everybody is carded, no matter what event is, and the barman and the wait would always monitor the intake of alcohol by the patrons.
Okay. And the number of residences in the building where the premises is located is listed as 2, as
Correct.
well as the number of residences in the building adjacent to the premises, left, right, and rear.
Correct.
You have 2. Okay.
Yes,
So
please.
where are they located? Those 2 places.
Those 2 places. One is 2 is above the tenants above
Mhm.
the establishment,
Mhm.
and the building to the left, to the right.
Okay.
Actually. Yes, please.
Okay. So you're talking about above and just on one side of your
Side, yes.
location.
Because the next side will be the theater that is closed.
The lady. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm familiar. Okay. All right. I just want to see if there's any other. Do you intend to take advantage of the open restaurants program?
Now we're not doing the open restaurants. We're not doing that. We're just keeping it simple into event space and keeping it within.
Okay. And I noticed that in your package you had 6 letters of support
Yes,
for
ma'am.
your business. Do you want to tell us a little bit about a little history of the business? I did receive it,
Yeah.
so please let
Okay.
the audience know.
Yeah, KP Hall is a community-inspired event space that is greatly needed in our community. After retiring, after retiring from 22 years of active service in the United States Navy, Mr. Emmanuel and his mother, Paula Emmanuel, a nurse from 22 years, decided to open up this community space. And this was due after the loss of her husband, Mr. Halton Ali Carrington, who ran a carpeting business at this location for over 15 years. And this event space will serve as a memory to him and his dedication to our community. And basically, this is Miss Emmanuel bought this property in 2006, and she very much would like to give back to the community, and this is her way of doing that.
Great. Thank you for that. Do we have any questions or comments for this applicant?
I have a question to Tamika Gibbs. What's the capacity of the event
yes.
space?
50.
50, so there's 50 people, but you can
Yes.
hold a minimum of two events at a time?
No,
Is that what I
we're not
heard?
having, we're not having two events at a time. No.
No. Maybe there's a misunderstanding, Ms. Gibbs. I did mention that it was 50 maximum in terms of people. We were talking about number two. It was talking about the employees, security personnel, and also
Thank
the
you.
residences in and around the establishment.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Any other questions?
Mark has a question.
Yes, sir.
In reference to the music, do you supply the music or your customers bring in their own music?
Yeah, the customers bring on the music, and we limit that significantly because of its noise levels. So it's minuscule. It's just little small instruments. It's no big elaborate systems or anything that we allow.
Thank you. Ms. Joyner?
Thank you, Madam Chair. This question is from Mr. Clark. Being that it's an event space, how will people go about renting it? Are you going to be allowing promoters to hold parties there?
Nope, no promoters having parties there. None. That's a big no. We're just doing simple what you call it, baby showers, simple that just community-based event, no fundraising events from big promoters or anything like that. We don't have that capacity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr.
Thank you.
Vacconi, did you have a question?
I did, but it was just asked.
Okay, great.
So
Any other, oh, yes, Mrs. Saunders?
I'd just like to ask the applicant also as well, when they do rent out the establishment for private events, are they going to make sure that some management of the establishment will be there to be
Sure.
a second reference to make sure that sound levels and we have a
Correct. Yes, the management is there at all times.
Okay. Thank you. Any more questions or concerns for Mr. Clark?
Yes,
Ms. Collins?
Mr. Clark, are you aware that there's an event space right across the street from you at 7-Eleven Nostrand?
7-Eleven Nostrand. I'm not aware of their event space, but we're different.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's right upstairs. It's a big hall. I forget the name of it. Maybe Ms. Tyers will remember the name of it. There's a large event hall there as well. And also, you didn't post on any of the resident doors. I saw the posting on your gate for today's meeting, but there was no posting on any of the resident doors going upstairs next to them. Next to you.
Going up next to me, they were given copies of it. They were given copies. The residents upstairs that live in the building were given copies of the posting.
But aren't they supposed to be posted also on the door?
I wasn't aware that we were supposed to put. I know we were supposed to post on the establishment door, but that can be done if you want me to do that. But the point is that was those tenants above received their notices.
But we don't have proof of that.
I can get you the proof if you need it.
Mr. Clark, you said that you handed out your notices to the residences in the building, the tenants?
Correct. Yes, please.
Okay, is this a building that you own?
Their building is owned by Miss Paula Emanuel, so they're her
Okay.
tenants.
Okay, they're her tenants.
Yes,
And
correct.
and the posting is outside that door,
Yes, and
outside the
the
establishment.
outside the establishment, right on the property, 744. Correct.
Yes, it's a gate that comes down. It's on the gate,
Correct. And when
but
the gate
not
is
not
up,
on the houses next to the apartments going upstairs. Those doors. There's no post.
well,
That's the only posting.
the post that's on the public is on the gate. Then when the gate goes up, there's a post on the doors inside the building. The building is the same establishment. But when you say 744 is 744 in intent. And like I said, the tenants were given the flyer of the notice of this stuff.
Right. It just says that it's mandatory for it to be on all doors, providing access to residents of the building. So that did not happen.
I didn't see that in your letter. It's saying that it's to be posted in all those doors with all due respect.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Do we have any questions, any other questions or comments with regard to this applicant? And
Yes, this is Tamika Gibbs. I have another
yes, Ms. Gibbs.
question.
Sure.
Is this event space currently open for business?
It's open for business right now. Yes. One floor is open.
Is more than one floor?
Well, no, there's one floor. As you come right through the front, there's one floor.
Okay.
That's it.
Because just give me a guesstimation, a idea of what kind of events a space for 50 people hold. Because I'm thinking a 50-person space. Just please, just give me an idea.
It's like you have a little baby shower. That's what we do. Cater baby showers. If a school has a little event, limited churches come there to meet. That's it. Basically, that's it. Simple, small churches come to use the space.
Okay, and also, you said we're using one space now. In the future, do you plan on going on another floor or
No, we
expanding
don't
in
have.
that space?
No, we can't. We don't have another floor. No.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any more questions or concerns?
I have a question. This is Kirmani.
Yes, Kimani, please.
Hi, this may be relevant or not, but are you requiring folks to be vaccinated? Is that the reason why the event space is kept at 50?
Yes, we adhere to all COVID protocols issued by the state of New York and the city.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I have one. This is
I'm
Roger.
sorry. Hi, Mr. Myers, please.
Will the backyard be in use going into next spring, summer, or use
No,
that?
we're not using the backyard at all.
Thank you.
If people want to go and have a smoke, we're not using that. That's a no-no.
Okay. Any others? Hearing none, may I have a motion for this application, please?
I move to support. This is Ethel Tias. I move to support on condition that the owner provide signed a receipt of notice from her tenants. The notice should include the date and time of our full board meeting.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that, but I'll amend it slightly to say the date and time of the board meeting, but also the particulars of the application, that they're aware of what's being proposed.
I accept.
I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Clark, are you clear with what it is that you're being asked?
Yes, I
The
am.
motion.
Yes, I
Wonderful.
am.
Okay, wonderful. Mr. Witherwax, can you do the vote, please?
Certainly. Kirmany Allison.
Yes.
Thank you. Gail Branch Mohammed.
Yes.
Thank you. Janet Collins.
No.
Thank you. Diane Duke. Tamika Gibbs.
Oh, yes, I was making sure my people heard me. Yes.
I'm sorry, who
Diane
was that? Ms. Duke is a yes.
Yes,
Ms.
sir.
Gibbs.
Yes, Mr. Gibbs. Ms. Gibbs, a yes as well.
Thank you, Ms. Gibbs. Mr. Myers.
Yes.
Thank you. Alicia Nasenzo.
Yes.
Thank you. Fiora Ortiz Joyner.
Yes.
Thank you. Celine Rosado. Brian Saunders. Thank you. Mark Thurton.
Yes.
Thank you. Ethel Tyus.
Yes.
Thank you. Gib Vaconi.
Yes.
Thank you. Irsa Weatherspoon.
Yes.
Thank you. Robert Witherwax, yes. The motion passes 13 in favor, 1 opposed.
Rob, did you get Celine? Because I didn't quite hear her. Did
I
you
didn't
get her
hear
vote?
her.
Celine, can you repeat your
Yes.
vote, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great.
Thank you. Added.
All right. Okay, so this concludes our meeting. Thank you, everyone. I forgot to mention in the beginning that I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, but certainly please have a wonderful holiday as well as a happy new year. And we'll see each other in a few days, but just in case some of you are that's on this call that won't be at the board meeting, I just want to give you that greeting. So if nothing else, we can just adjourn. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Happy
much.
holiday.
Okay.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy
Okay.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks.
New Year to everyone. Merry Christmas.